We back with another one, y'all. So the dude, David, apparently him and whoever killed the girl Celeste, they had froze her body, cut it up, all type of stuff, man. So we finna watch this video and see what's going on, man. Let's get right into it.
Trapmore gang, we are back with an insane update on this David case, okay? I've got a couple of updates for you today, okay? I have been traveling today, so I'm a little bit late to the party, but basically, one of the wildest pieces of news has just come out about this situation. And this is something that people have been saying that might be true for a while now, okay? People have been saying that they've seen a freezer in the background of some of David's videos in his house. They were saying maybe they froze her body. People were saying this was a far-fetched theory. I'm not going to lie. I personally thought this was a very far-fetched theory. I thought, ain't no way he put the body in a freezer. But now, apparently, come to find out, they're saying Celeste's body was found in a frozen state, and the cause of death may
Now, this is my whole thing, right? Why did it take them so long to even say that her body was found frozen? It's like they saying that now that she done went to the coroner, the medical examiner, or whatever, and I'm guessing they saying they about to say that they can't determine how she died because her body was froze for a while. But there's my whole thing. They said she was decapitated as well. That means her head was cut off. She was missing certain limbs. They didn't say which ones, but certain limbs was cut off. But they said, but her torso was intact. So my whole thing is, was the other body parts that was cut off, was they frozen as well? Was it just her torso that got frozen? Like, cause if you decapitate, like, so her head was there, cause decapitated mean her head was separated from her body, but it was there. Her limbs was separated from her body, but they was there. You see what I'm saying? So why did y'all take so long to say she was frozen up? Man, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the hell LAPD doing. I don't know why dude still ain't locked up yet. I don't know why. They saying there was somebody else that helped them. All this stuff going on, man. This is crazy, man. They need to go lock that dude up right now. It's obvious who did it. And even if they don't know how she died, we know who car she got found in. We know what state she got found in. That's all you should need right now.
never be determined. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. This is actually insane, okay? So TMZ have reported on it. They've broken the news, and I'm going to give you everybody's reaction from all the different subreddits in this video. Okay, it says Celeste Rivas' body has been found, Celeste's body had been frozen, and as a result, it looks like the LA County medical examiner will not be able to establish a cause of death. Sources directly connected to the investigation are telling TMZ. According to those sources, the medical examiner received the body in horrendous condition. It was decapitated, and while the torso was intact, the limbs had been removed and cut into multiple pieces. This is disgusting. This is twisted, okay? It says, while we're told all of the body parts were partially frozen and had apparently been thawing out while sitting in the trunk of David's Tesla. Remember, David's vehicle had not been moved for several days when it was parked on a Hollywood Hills street near his rental home, which resulted in it getting towed, and then the body was found. As TMZ reported, Celeste's body was in such bad shape, initially investigators didn't even know if it was male or female. When the body was received at the medical examiner's office, the initial determination was that this was a victim of an apparent homicide. But our sources say the medical examiner is now having trouble establishing an official manner or cause of death. It most likely will be undetermined.
Now, look, what I'm saying is this, right? If a body, and not just anybody, but a decapitated, melting, frozen, thawing out body is found in the trunk of your car, and you ain't been cooperating with the police, how the hell you not in jail? How? I don't even understand that. That right there don't make no sense to me. I never seen a situation where this vehicle belongs to the person. We got a whole body. We ain't locked him up yet. We ain't put him on no hold. We ain't brought him in for questioning. He don't want to talk to us. He ain't reached out to us. We ain't heard from him. Come on, man. Crazy.
Ugh, man. Other sources connected to the investigation tell TMZ the LAPD's robbery homicide division is viewing Celeste's death as a homicide, and even if the official cause of death is undetermined, authorities can move forward with an arrest. TMZ broke the story, and David is now considered a suspect in Celeste's death. What's more, TMZ learned there's a second suspect who authorities believed helped David with the dismemberment of Celeste's body. I'm going to cover that in a separate video because I've got a whole bunch of threads that kind of lead into that, but I want to just kind of like cover that separately, okay? But just for the sake of this video, I'll let you know what it says in this article. It says Mark Garagos appeared on the most recent episode of the Two Angry Men podcast, and he says that he knows the name of the second suspect, and authorities have told him that this person might have been involved during, before, and after Celeste's death. TMZ also broke the story. A critical part of the case involved a trip investigators say David took to a remote area of the Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night back in the spring, where he spent 2 hours. If Celeste's body was taken to that area months before it was discovered in LA, it seems the operating theory is that the body parts were put in some sort of freezer for a long time before they ended up in David's Tesla late last summer. This is absolute insanity, okay?
Yeah. Now, this is my whole thing, too. I'm smart enough to know her body wasn't just supposed to be left there in the Tesla. Whoever helped, it got to them. Maybe it messed up their conscience. Maybe it started messing up their mind. It did something. But her body being left right there in the Tesla was not part of the plan. Couldn't have been part of the plan at all. I don't know what the hell he was supposed to do with the Tesla. But what I do know is lock him up too. Y'all got the video of this man pulling up with the Tesla, of this man getting out the Tesla, of this man being in the Tesla knowing it was a body in that trunk. Go get that man. So this is what I'm saying, man. Like, look. Basically, pretty much, the longer they wait, the worse it is gonna get, bro. The longer they wait. Because what it's looking like is David and whoever the second suspect is and whoever the other people that might have helped or been in on it or whatever, they the only ones that know, bro. That little girl ain't got no witnesses. That little girl ain't got no help. That little girl ain't got nothing. So the longer they take to go get them, the harder it's gonna be for them to be brought to justice. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's crazy to me, though, man. I ain't seen nobody. Y'all felt the whole body in this man's trunk, and he's still out. Like, he ain't been arrested or nothing, no warrant, no nothing. Like, come on, man. That's crazy to me. I don't get it.
They're saying that the body was frozen. I'm hearing theories and ideas floating around that I'm hearing from people that they're saying maybe that the body was frozen and David might have told someone in his team, somebody around him, get rid of the body, and they bottled it. They chickened out. I see one crazy theory going around on Reddit where people are talking about they might have buried the body and dug it back up and realized, no, this ain't going to work. This is not a good look. Let's bring it back. That's like, I'm hearing all these wild theories, bro. It's absolutely insane. So there has been a bunch of reaction on all the relevant subreddits about.
All right, now I ain't gonna lie. If they buried her somewhere and dug her back up, that's crazy. I don't believe that's what happened, though. Anybody would know a frozen body will be way harder to cut up than a body that's not frozen. I think she was killed some type of way first, then cut up, then stored in the freezer. Then what probably made him or whoever want to get rid of her body was because it probably started smelling, it probably started reeking, And anybody that would have came in that atmosphere of that area, they would have been able to tell. And I think what he decided after that was look, we're just gonna put her in the bag, put her in the Tesla, get rid of my car, get rid of the body. And that person told him, okay, I got you. And for some reason, that person messed up the whole plan. I don't know what it was. I don't know if they had something else to go do. I don't know if it was just on them or they got nervous or they got scared. Maybe they seen the police and ran out the Tesla or something. I don't know what they did, but I know one damn thing. Go lock them up. That's what we waiting on. Go lock them up. Go lock them up. Come on, man. And she had to be like 14 when they killed her. Nah, man, go lock them up.
This news, and people are just going absolutely wild. Okay, this is the D4VD subreddit. Okay, same story. As we all know, you know, I've just read you the whole article. People are saying, holy fuck, that is so frustrating. Frozen is absolutely, it's insane. I can't believe it. They're saying, what? There is a video of him with some type of deep freezer package in the background. Someone posted it here. Find it. Oh my God, where is it? Here it is. The private investigator in David's case thinks Celeste died in early 2025 at another home David was renting 1 mile down the same street that she was found. Now, where was the... hang on a minute. Someone posted it. That's not the same one. That's not the same post. Wait. All right, so this post about him having another property that was down the street, okay, this actually had a whole bunch of theories in the comments about the freezer. Now, I did see a picture of the freezer going around. I'm going to pull that up in a minute. Okay, I'll have to go and dig that one up for a second, excuse the pun. But people saying for this to make sense, decomposition would have to be slowed quite dramatically. Wait, I'm just gonna like reiterate, okay? People are basically saying they think Celeste died in January or February at another home, okay? So for her to be in the car in that state, people are assuming, people are theorizing, this is a whole month ago, okay? For this to make sense, decomposition would have had to be slowed quite dramatically. So let's say he puts her body in the freezer. At some point, he has to move it into the new place. You wouldn't want to transfer a body from one freezer to another. So I'm guessing around the time he moved to his new house, she was put in the car. They panicked and left her there because they didn't know what else to do. Just to add, there was a chance she had decomposed naturally from this point on and she wasn't put into a freezer, but her remains would have been skeletal when found. Why on earth would someone hold onto a body for this long? Surely you'd just, I don't know, bury her somewhere far out. Why would David be stupid enough to hold onto her body for months? People are saying in a tightly sealed trunk with no insect activity, it wouldn't be skeletal after that amount of time. A huge part of natural decomposition is done by insects. Now, people are saying the car was a holding place. In the house, they found machinery that suggested they had other plans to cut up her body. Her body was not cut up like originally said. Actually, it was. It was in an advanced stage of decomposition because she was no doubt in the Tesla from January. Well, that turned out to be cap. Till the car was parked the last time in July, so the car was just a holding place. They ran out of time to get rid of the body like they initially intended. I've gathered this from watching 3 or 4 different interviews the PI has been in. And then basically there's more freezer theory, right? So this is somebody saying, wouldn't the body be heavily decomposed if she passed that long ago? It doesn't really make sense. People are saying freezer. Yeah, but you just say this. They wouldn't put her in a freezer and then let her be parked on the street. Well, actually, turns out maybe they would, right? People are saying this is a bit grisly, but I think freezing her, then trying to get her body to fit into a frunk would be difficult. I assume freezing her would make her limbs more rigid, not if they were broken apart, as it said in the TMZ article. She was in pieces. It's very sad. That's not, you know what I mean? I don't mean to belittle the situation, but that is what they're saying. And I think it's probably, you can probably crack, this is sounding gross, all right? But you can probably break apart. You freeze a block of ice, you could probably shatter it, probably easier than you could solder it. That's all I'm going to say, okay? They're saying it would until the body thawed out again, though I don't believe there's any evidence that she was in a freezer. Not so sure now. Someone else suggested mummification, which sounds possible in the trunk of a car in the hot and dry climate of LA. It was in any case the other way around. Freezer was not a first step because normal people don't fit inside freezers either. Maybe a chest freezer. I'm not American. I don't know the standard sizing though, right? There was a freezer theory. It was all going around.
Shorty was little. TMZ had put the pictures up. He could have fit, and she could have stood up tall and fit in his regular freezer. And at the other home that they talking about, it's a whole like chest freezer. They could have threw her right up in there. My whole thing is, don't none of that matter. Why he ain't locked up yet? on top of that, it's starting to bother me now too, because another thing that people keep talking about, the other people ain't talking about, is it's supposed to be like another girl. But they just keep saying it, but it's like ain't nobody really talking about the other. I don't know the girl name or nothing. But they also saying he had another girl, you know what I'm saying, that was underage something, and they saying that this girl been missed too, but I ain't heard nobody say nothing about it. But man, this dude need to be locked up ASAP. Like, come on, man.
And everyone was saying Freezer. Now, back to the original comment, okay? This is a person saying, basically, I suggested Freezer 35 days. Is that the same person? Is that the same person? Elegant contract. It's not the same person. This person says, I suggested a Freezer 35 days ago before that other post. Unfortunate that was indeed the case. Man, interesting that everyone was screaming that was fake news on the other sub. Now they look like a bunch of idiots. Edit, who the F is actually downvoting me? Okay, people saying, I remember this. Yes. Oh my God. Freezer box, September 2024. In the background of a YouTube short with Bryant Barnes from September the 4th, 2024, I found an appliance box with its delivery binding still on. I'm pretty sure that's a chest freezer from Medea. This refrigerator or freezer has a capacity of 7 cubic feet. The Tesla Model X front has a capacity of 6.5 cubic feet. Also, the refrigerator setting that would allow for the infamous 40 degrees. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let's see the YouTube shot. Let's not give it David another cent with a copyrighted song. That's a freezer box. Jesus. Fresh delivery.
You bought a freezer, nigga? You need an extra freezer for, nigga. Yeah, nigga, you a singer. You ain't no damn cook. What you need an extra freezer for? You got a whole other crib with new refrigerator, all that stainless steel appliances, all that. You put a freezer in this crib, nigga, for what? You got refrigerator, all that in there. What you need an extra freezer for, nigga? You ain't cooking, nigga. You just singing, nigga. They ain't even the main house you be at, nigga. Then you was on the road. So what you about an extra freezer for? Man, go lock this nigga up, man. Go lock him up, man. Right now. Go lock the nigga up, man. Ain't no, what are we doing here? That, like, it's obvious what happened. We know that he killed her. And one of his homeboys or something like, man, they don't go lock this dude up.
Delivery of a freezer, yeah? And people say, no, this isn't the same property. Well, now we're finding out he's got multiple properties, all right? But hey, okay, apparently it's not at any of those properties, okay? Everybody's saying, oh, okay, it doesn't, you know, people are saying after today's news, I feel sick looking at this. Oh, wow. People are saying, I came running looking for this post. Do you know what is meant by also has a refrigerator setting that would allow for the infamous 40 degrees? Whoa, it's a lyric from his song One More Dance, 40 degrees all around us, which matches his typical holding temperature in a morgue. This is from his post-confession from David's Closet on January the 30th. What? This TikTok on January the 30th on David's Closet seems pretty damn literal. In the first shot, he's wearing and centering that freaking Hello Kitty ring and saying outright that One More Dance is not just a song, before highlighting lyrics about a dead body at a morgue? No. Wait, we're not giving him another cent. Fuck that. It's low-key just a song, quote, and he's got the Hello Kitty ring on and he's in the dark. Bro, shut the F up. Do you hear what I'm hearing?
This nigga ain't had no talent. This nigga ain't had no talent. At all. This nigga took, and the family failed this look. So many people failed this little girl, the people that was around him, the family, her friends, they all failed this little girl, but this nigga that had absolutely no talent, you took this little girl, slept with her, and then killed her, and made songs about it, made TikToks about it, went on tour, and still ain't said nothing to the police. Still ain't said a word to the police, which is crazy to me. Because, nigga, if a body got found in my car, I don't know how they do it out there, but around this month, if a body get found in your car, you going to talk to them the same day. Or they finna charge you the same day. Ain't no waiting to the medical exam and all that. They not waiting on none of that. The body in your car, that's your body. Period. Point blank, nigga. You ain't report that car stolen. Ain't nobody stole your car, none of that. Man, go lock dude up, man.
Dance with your eyes wide shut, 40 degrees all around us, holding you closer than ever before. The only way I'm letting you go is if I can't see my hands, if my heart beats one less faster than it ever has before. All that I ask of you is one more dance. What? What? It's low-key a PDF confession. Bruh.
Bro, the man literally made songs about everything he did to the girl in video, and people just eating it up. Yeah, put blood on the clothes. Yeah, he killing and cutting up people, and that mean this nigga had no talent. He had to take an underage girl, sleep with her, and kill her to make music. He had no talent. Come on, bro.
What? 40 degrees all around us, reference to a freezer or refrigerator. That's insane. Eyes wide shut. The last official David TikTok account post of himself. What? This, wow, you were dialed in. People saying she was alive till late July, but now it's sounding like that's not the case.
Well, if
he's talking about the timelines, play very close attention on TikTok from December till the beginning of February. I understand, but also the tarp. And then we're talking about the tarp. Wow. This is insane. Bro. This is actually insane.
I'm talking about, imagine running from your family, the pain that you feeling at home, your family. Imagine running from that and you thinking you going to a safer place, and you get over here to this other place where you think it's safe at, and they kill you. Like, come on, man.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is actually wild. So, bro, they're saying he was telling us the entire effing time and that will be his undoing. Holding her close and not letting her go in life and death. He's depraved. Give him the chair. This makes it infinitely more effed. Wow. People are saying just because it looks like this was the one. Yep. Wow. I don't know if they could prove premeditation because lots of people have standalone freezers, but I do think it's a possible eerie part of the story. He planned this a long time ago. The guy has a sick anime fantasy. He will get his hentai fantasy in prison. Man. Yo.
Man, give him the shot,
great
man.
Find. That's the appliance manufacturer. Medea looks like a third-party house to try and cover his tracks. Good find. I said he possibly froze her, but I kept getting disliked on the opinion. This is a month ago. Shout out to C12 Beats. But to preserve her body, he probably used aluminum foil to prevent freezer burn. You were right. I knew it. Was the only way to keep her body lasting long enough, as he did plastic wrap and foil just long enough to have the alibi of not being there and out of town. Another thing he could do was the old ice cream truck trick and brought dry ice. Wow. This is insane. Wow.
And it's crazy. We just not hearing about her being froze. They been hopped on Reddit and said that she was froze, and everybody was saying, oh, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. And come to find out, it's true. Where this nigga at, man? Where he at? I don't like this nigga. Oh, fake Maxwell looking ass nigga. I don't like this nigga, man. I want this nigga locked. I want this nigga in the chair, man. ASAP. This is not cool at all. And he ain't talked to the police. And he ain't cooperated. Because he know he guilty. They don't even know where he at right now, though. But y'all steady fishing information. Go get that nigga, man. The other cop, I seen when he was talking, the other dude, they got him under surveillance right now. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. Go put him in cuffs. It ain't enough. Go put him in cuffs.
I'm honestly speechless. I'm actually honestly speechless. Okay. I'm trying to just see if there's anything else. This is definitely something I'm going to look at later. But that's just insane. This is just chilling, bro. This is so spooky. Like, what the hell? Saying lock this bitch up. He'll probably be tampering with evidence. Bruh. They were at the producer's house studio. We don't know if they was the freezer or not. I can't believe it. They're saying maybe her head and limbs were buried in the forest in Santa Barbara. The police have the Tesla cam and cell records so they can pinpoint the exact location. It says the Independent states her head and torso were found in the Tesla. If the police find the rest of her remains in Santa Barbara, they'll be able to determine the time of death from the soil samples and flora. Wow. Police suspect she was killed during the spring. People saying you're onto something with that. That's insane. This is just so insane. I can't believe it. Frozen. Freezer location at producer Andrew Luce's house. It's located near downtown LA, but not inside downtown LA. And where was he partying with Celeste just the night before New Year's Eve 2025? Yeah, that's crazy. What does partially frozen mean? Why did they move her and leave her? David and whoever else involved is a sick fuck and will go to hell. That is so twisted. Low-key, I feel like someone involved has a change of heart and took her out the freezer, hoping she would be discovered. Interesting, it might have happened sometime in the last weeks of his tour. Damn. I'm just speechless. I'm so speechless. That's the freezer box again.
Well, you know what, y'all? Now, I ain't think about that. Whoever did it with him, he probably told them he was going to get him some money or do this or do that, and he didn't keep his end of the bargain, and they pulled his car up right out there and left it with her in there. Because he didn't keep his end of the bargain, so they didn't keep their end of the bargain. Because pulling that car up and leaving it right there makes no sense at all, especially when you know their body up in there. That don't add up. So maybe he did renege on his end of the deal. Because ain't nobody finna help you to get rid of a body and chop it up unless you promised them some.
We've seen that. It's crazy. Bro's busy doing a TikTok dance in front of the freezer box. Brings you back to that video of Bryant and David with a box chest freezer in September 2024. Was it a premeditated slaying of Celeste? We called it ages ago. I'm not the sentimentalist type of guy, but for F's sake, he groomed the kid, then took her life, then cut off her head, decapitation, seriously, then froze her body parts, then unburied and threw the parts in a car trunk like garbage. I don't wish this on anyone, not even someone I have issues with, and the scumbag did it to a minor. I really can't believe this. Someone throw that MFing midget in jail ASAP and lock him up forever.
Him in jail ASAP.
Right, and they've even got a screenshot of my old video.
Lock him up.
Where I'm talking about the chest freezer. What the hell? Trapmore dismissed it. I've dismissed it as a wild theory. Let's pull it up. Now what's happening is there's a lot of people noticing a freezer box because there was talk of, maybe the body was frozen or put in a freezer or stored for a period of time before it ended up in the trunk of that car. And now people...
Oh, they got you, Ross. They got you. They caught you in it. See, Ross, hey, you got to wait, man. You know, Trapmore gang. You got to wait sometimes, Ross. They done caught you up.
People are noticing there's a freezer box in the background of some of David's pictures. It's appliance. It says capacities. So and people are saying, I don't know if that proves premeditation, but a lot of people have standalone freezers. So, I don't think this theory really holds water myself, but a lot of people are trying to work it out. People are saying, damn, you're good. And they worked out that this was a freezer. So look, ultimately, this kind of is a bit of a false alarm. But essentially, people are pointing out these things, all right? And there is a more...
And I ain't gonna lie. One thing I noticed about Reddit is that people that use Reddit, get on Reddit and all that, know, like, you going on Reddit, you gonna appear as, like, anonymous. You gonna be anonymous. So these people that's talking could be people directly tied to the situation and want y'all to solve the case and wanting this to be solved and telling y'all everything y'all need to know. Y'all, man, no, that ain't true. That ain't true. Now it come out that she really was frozen. Who the hell? Which one of y'all was there, nigga? Yeah. Which one of y'all family members told y'all, nigga? Which one of y'all family members put y'all up on game about her being frozen and all that, nigga? Because we just found out today, nigga, and you niggas been knew this months ago. So which one of you Redditors know the full details about this girl, man? Go ahead and spill it. Go ahead and tell it, nigga. Yeah, because y'all had to know. Y'all knew she was froze months ago. What the hell we talking about? Y'all already knew that. So if y'all already knew that, what else y'all know? Nigga, spill it, nigga.
more kind of coherent theory about the freezer going around, but it doesn't seem like it was at his house. People saying freezer theory, medical examiner. I've been seeing a lot of posts regarding the fact that she could have been kept in a freezer and died very early in the year. I'm just wondering if it would be possible for the medical examiners to be able to tell if the body had been frozen or refrigerated. People are saying I think they will be able to tell that they can, that she was, and somebody asked how, and they said forensic signs of prior freezing, tissue damage patterns. Freezing causes ice crystals to form inside the cells, which can rupture them. This leaves behind microscopic damage that's different from natural decomposition. Saying skin texture and color, frozen skin might appear unusually pale, waxy, or mottled, and thawing can cause slippage or blistering that's distinct from other decay. Internal organ clues also include that organs may show signs of cold shock or uneven thawing, especially if the body was frozen quickly or unevenly. Insect activity timeline. Forensic entomologists use insect colonization to estimate the time of death. I know that's crazy. If a body was frozen, it delays insect activity, creating a gap between estimated death and decomposition stage. Temperature inconsistencies. If the body's core temperature or decomposition doesn't match the environment, it can suggest prior freezing. So yes, even if the body is thawed, forensic science has tools to detect prior freezing. It's not always easy, especially if decomposition is advanced, but it's possible. Now, the other crazy thing that's going around, and again, this is still unproven, but I can't believe that's turned out to be what was going on. Like, this is actually just insane. This is insane, okay? And look, I'll always throw my hands up and say if I get something wrong. At the time, that seemed completely unbelievable to me at the time. It seemed, bro, that seemed so outlandish. I could not believe it.
I believe it all now, nigga. Tell us what the rest of it is, nigga. Tell us what the rest happened, nigga. You niggas ain't there's no way anybody could guess. You just guessed her body was frozen and you was 1,000% right. Who the hell does that? Now, this the crazy part though. Not like a week or two out there, like none of that. Right after it happened. Oh man, they had frozen. Oh, they did. You niggas might as well tell the rest now, nigga. Yeah, we believe in y'all now, nigga. Say whatever it is, nigga. Tell us everything, nigga, who we know y'all know. Because y'all was right about that. And that got said right after it came out that she was putting it and all that. Not weeks later, none of that. Right after it happened. And everybody, oh, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. And the whole time it was true. So you motherfuckers that saying it was a lie, y'all was trying to prevent that man from getting locked up and going to jail. Y'all trying to take up for the man. The ones that knew it was true, y'all directly tied to this damn situation. All I'm saying is, go lock them up. Period. Point blank.
And come to find out, that's what's going on. I can't believe it. This is insane. This is actually insane. Like, bro. And then even, look, I'll throw my hands up, right? Somebody's commented, yo, that freezer stuff was spot on. Bro. Unbelievable, bro. This is insane. So there's other Reddit posts going around talking about this, right? And people are in the comments, they're saying, wow, so the people who were theorizing her body had been kept frozen weren't far off at all. This is even more disgusting and evil, just pure evil, to hold onto her body. A second suspect. It seems like the second person is trying to cut a deal with law enforcement by spilling the beans as they know the game is over soon. When I first hear information, I never want to assume the most effed up theory is true for the sake of my insanity, but to hear something more effed up happen than initially thought is so awful. I hope the girl rests in peace. Now, somebody here has got an interesting comment. They said, we were so right with the theories that she was being kept in the freezer. This MF had the plan to place the body in his trunk right before his tour, then claimed that he was framed. He also hoped that the body won't be able to be identified. That's why he kept on his tour and stopped it only when the body was identified as Celeste. He probably did not expect it. He thought he had the perfect plan for how to get away with the murder. Now, I believe she died in January and he already started plotting the plan. He didn't renew his license on the Tesla to have the alibi to say that he didn't use the car, etc., etc. What an evil and disgusting human.
Yeah. But hold on, though. We love forever. You know a lot, nigga. You know a whole lot, nigga. What you mean? The whole plan. It sound good to me, nigga. You got a little bit more you want to tell us, nigga? Because you sound right. Everything you're saying, you sound right. You say you been knew about the freezer. We know now. What I'm saying is it sound like you right. Is it anything else you want to tell us? Go ahead, drop it in the Reddit, nigga. Yeah, I'm watching all you niggas, nigga. Because I know it's somebody in there that know exactly what happened to her because y'all been saying stuff and it's too close, bruh. Spot on. Oh, yeah, she was froze. Yeah, you niggas know a whole lot more than what y'all saying.
Renewed his license on the Tesla to have the alibi to say that he didn't use the car, etc., etc. What an evil and disgusting human being. Yes, he was going to say it was stolen while on tour, or that his friends were using the car. He's capable of throwing his friends under the bus when he was able to kill. Wow. That's actually such a good point. That is such a good point. If he had planned to claim that he wasn't driving the car and that it had been stolen, you would think that he would have reported it stolen, but he probably just kept the excuse it got stolen in his back pocket in case she was found. But he was secretly hoping she wouldn't be and that he would come back from tour to her remains to keep her forever. Oh, that poor girl. He's such a sick, twisted person. Bro, it's insane. This case, it just gets worse and worse every day. Like every minute of every day, it just gets worse and worse. And I just can't even process it. Okay. Now, for the record, okay, despite this news coming out, it seems like SF Investigates, who obviously is infamous for being the private investigator that's been covering this case, and he's apparently basically been like doing an investigation on behalf of the homeowner, basically the guy that owned the property that, you know, David was renting when it all went down. He's clapped back on Twitter. He's saying wrong. People are saying that he's calling out the frozen theory as cap, perhaps. Okay. Some people are saying that maybe he's saying it's not true. People are saying, what is this in reference to? Some people have been thinking that, you know, he's hating on the cause of death. He's basically saying that TMZ got it wrong. Like there's a few posts that are apparently relating to Steve Fisher that people are saying actually indicates that
Well, why don't you go back on there and talk, nigga? You was on there talking before. If it's something wrong, you know what I'm saying? If it's something wrong, don't tell us it's wrong. And you the PI, nigga, what you know? They playing with this little girl death, man. I ain't gonna lock them up, man. I don't know what's going on, but I know one thing. Everybody else, besides the police and all these other people that's supposed to know everything, they don't know a goddamn thing. They don't know nothing at all. But what I'm saying is, man, go lock Buddy up, go lock his homie, all of them. Anybody that has something to do with it, go lock them up, man. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.